Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and I'd like to welcome you to the last installment of the Will It Bleed in the Illustrating Bible series. In this video, I'm going to show you acrylic ink, and I'm also going to show you acrylics as well as a lot of the ink sprays that I have, including the distressed line. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't had a chance to see my review on the Illustrating Bible, this just released, I hope that you will watch it. I will be sure to link it below, but I definitely go through it in quite a bit of detail, including weighing the Bible and letting you know what I loved about the Bible and things I didn't love about the Bible. So I hope that you'll get a chance to review and see that. But I will definitely link up below. For those of you who haven't had a chance to see it yet, this Bible has wonderful large margins. So for those of you who are hesitant to cover the words, it's perfect. You've got like a ton of space here to use. It is amazing spiral brown, and it's just a very, very lovely Bible to use. So I'm just moving towards the back so I can get to a page that I can use for our test today, and I just like to be a little bit careful because I don't want to rip any of the pages, although I have not ripped one yet, so yay for that. And the great thing about this Bible is that it has thicker pages than most Bibles. So this Bible has 75% thicker pages than other Bibles. So what you're able to see is that things that normally would bleed through in one Bible aren't bleeding through in this one. And that's why I've created this entire series, so that you can find out what bleeds through in this Bible and what doesn't bleed through in this Bible, and you can decide for yourself what products you'll use when you receive, or if you decide to purchase your own illustrating Bible. So let's go ahead and get started with our many products to test today. I think what I'll do is I'll start with the inks. So I think the inks have a really good chance of bleeding through. Because they have a really good chance of bleeding through, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I lay something down to protect my page. So I'm going to lay this pretty decent sized mat down to protect my Bible, because on the other side of this page is a beautiful suede cover, and I do not want to get anything on that beautiful, beautiful suede cover there. And this is a faux leather cover on this beautiful rose color, and it's got this nice little suede liner to it, and I just want to make sure it stays awesome and beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and place that down. I'm also going to place, because I'm extra careful, another Bible mat down. And we're going to go ahead and get started with this testing. I think the first one I'm going to use, again, I think I'm just going to go with the acrylics first. So I'm going to go with the Golden Artist Colors. This is a heavy body acrylic paint. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the golden first. And let me just kind of write them down. I'm going to do the Illustrated Faith acrylic color as well. Now I did do this one in the review video, and it did not bleed through, so don't expect it to bleed through here. I hope you get a chance to review that video, by the way. I'm going to do the Blick acrylic. I'm going to use the Artist Loft acrylic, and those are the acrylic paints I think I have here to use before we move on to the inks. Okay. I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this golden, and I don't need a lot. The great thing about Bible journaling is you don't need a lot of paint, so if you have the budget, you could go get the best paint that you can afford, the nicest archival and good art supplies that you could use. So there's the golden. Then we're going to go with the Illustrated Faith. And the darkest color I have in this is the blue, so I'm going to go ahead and use the blue. This is such a beautiful Bible. Then I'm going to go with the Blick color line here. Just a little bit. And then finally with the Artist Loft Student Grade Academic Level 1. Whoops, get back in there. Okay. Such a I always like the Artist Loft brand because it's really inexpensive and works real nicely. Okay. Alright, let's turn it over. And before I turn it over, I'm going to put something down here to protect this page because these are not dry yet. Alright, so I have no bleed through on any of the acrylics, and I didn't expect that I would, so we'll let them dry and do a final in just a moment. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is the F&W Daler Rowney Acrylic Artist Ink, and this is a black fluid ink. So FW, and then I'll use the golden right after that. Alright. I'm just gonna put that down there. And maybe just take a somewhat dry brush, just spread it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the golden. Whoops. Boy. Oh. Oh. Boop. Yeah, darn. Let's try that again. I keep getting it everywhere except on the actual Bible page. There we go. And that is the golden fluid. And these are acrylic, high flow acrylics. Might as well do this one too. This is a airbrush paint. And this is by, it's called Aztec by a company called Testors. Picked this up on sale the other day at Michael's. Just shake it up. Make sure it's okay. And I've been meaning to try it out on my Bible, but I haven't yet. So this will be the first time. You can see it's brand new Bible, brand new bottle. Oh, that's such a pretty color. And that one is called Testors Aztec Airbrush Paint. I just love the color. All right, let's reveal this. And in terms of our fluid, no bleed through. No bleed through on any of them. Surprise. Awesome surprise. Let's go ahead and try the Speedball. This is Speedball block printing ink. My hands are all dirty now. Block printing ink and no bleed through. This is the Bombay Black India ink, so I'm gonna just kind of put here Bombay, and I'm also going to use the Distress Spray Stain. I'm going to use the Distress Stain. I'm going to use the Delusions. Now I'm actually not going to spray them because I figure if I just dab it down and it doesn't bleed through, then you'll be fine with spraying it. And this is the brushed pewter Distress Stain. So I'm doing the Distress Stain that's pigmented. I wanted to do one that was pigmented to see if it was any better. Alright, let's do this. Bombay ink first. Try to get a semi-dry brush here for you. The Bombay ink. I was kind of hoping I could just use it directly from the bottle here. Be very careful with any mediums in this Bible, because if you accidentally spill it on it might be hard to get off that suede cover. This is the distress stain, and this is the hickory smoke. Oop, and it's like brand new. Okay. Boop. And then we have the brush pewter. And this is a pigment stain, so kind of hoping it might just be different. So that's why I wanted to use that one. And then the Delusions, which, ooh, this one for sure bleeds through, because it bleeds through on my art journals. So it's probably going to bleed through here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dry all of this, and we'll come back with our final. Well, I guess I'll show you first before I dry it, just to be fair to all of them. Okay, in terms of the inks, the only one that is, there's two that are not bleeding through at this point, the Bombay ink and the Distressed Spray with the pigment in it. So let's go ahead and blow dry it all, heat dry it with this Darice heat tool. Just want to make sure it's all dry, and I'll come back with final thoughts. Okay, I'm back, and I have zoomed in the camera so you can get really up here with me to see what's going on in the back here. So in terms of the acrylic paints, any of them are going to work just fine. The Golden, the Illustrated Faith, the Blick, the Artist Loft, those acrylic paints that I showed you initially work just great. No bleed through. In terms of the liquid acrylics, the F&W, the Golden Fluid, the Testors, and the Speedball, which was the block printing ink, no bleed through. Awesome. Then we had the Bombay ink, no bleed through, and the Distress stain with the pigment, we had bleed through. The Delusions did bleed through, but not as bad as I thought. I actually thought I'd get this entire strip, this whole line bleeding through, but I only got the little bit at the end, which is the pool. And then we had the Distress Stain and the Distress Spray. Those of the regular line also bled through. I will do one real quick test for you, for those of you who are interested in seeing the actual spray of it. So let's do it on this one. Actually, I'll do it here, and I will mark off a location here so that we can see. I'll do it at the bottom, might be better. Okay, so you can see. And I'm only doing this because I just want you to have the most information possible when you make your decisions. Again, I am using the black because I think the black is the most representative of like the worst case scenario, and so that's why I'm using the black, or the darkest colors that I have. I want you to, the lighter colors, you know, tend to not look so bad when they dry up, so it doesn't really give you an idea if it truly will bleed through or not. So if I use the lighter color, you know, it's not going to help you as much. That's why I use the darker colors in these testing videos. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I'm getting a good spray out of this. Okay, and this is called Hickory Smoke by Distress. I have a little bit down, that's awesome. So you're going to be able to see that. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Delusions as well so that you have an idea of that. You don't really have to shake them up. I don't know why I shake them up. Oops, quite a bit on there. Okay, so there's the dilutions. Sprayings. So the dilutions, you definitely do get the bleed through, and I totally expected that. The distress spray is not too bad. Really, it's not if you just do lightly spray. So if you are going to use the distress spray, just a light spray, you'll probably be fine with you'll probably just get a little bit of bleed through. Not that much. You can always prep your page, of course, but this whole testing was done assuming that you didn't prep a page, and I didn't prep any of these pages because I wanted you to know what it was like right on the thicker pages of the new Illustrating Bible. I hope that you will see all the other videos that we have in this line. We are testing all of our supplies. We're testing all of our water-based supplies. So we have videos on markers. We have videos on inks, just like, this one. We have stamping inks video and watercolors and crayons and mermaid markers and all of that. So I hope that you will go ahead and see all those videos and really decide which products you are going to use should you choose to purchase the new Illustrating Bible. I hope that this review was helpful to you, or this testing experiment was helpful to you. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channels. I would really appreciate that. That really does help us out. And if you would like to learn more about these supplies, go ahead and visit us online at BibleJournalingMinistries.com. I will link up below. You are also welcome to our free course that we offer to everyone. I think the more people that understand how to do Bible journaling, not as an art, but as a way of worship and a way of further studying your Bible, I think will just help the world make it a better place. Alright, if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments and I would be happy to answer them for you. And you have a beautiful and wonderful day. God bless you. Goodbye.